So here's an entertaining one I think a lot of you guys really will appreciate. For all you guys out there that had a gal, high school, college, whatever, even now, that you really liked, that you seemed like you got along well with, but she wasn't interested in you, even though you were a good guy and had a lot of good qualities, but she would chase losers, the bad boys, the deadbeats and all that, and down the road, when her life has gone to dog crap, then she's back asking you for a second chance. You guys will appreciate this. This is what happens in the story. Title: A woman from high school and college expressed interest in me romantically today, and I felt a strange new type of anger. Now watch this, what happens here. He says, I'm 32 years old, and we met in high school. We were both pretty academically inclined, and we ended up taking many of the same classes. AP Literature, AP Physics, AP Calculus, AP Chemistry, etc. So we ended up taking many of the same courses together, which led us to be friends. So they're both very sharp people. The AP classes were challenging in high school. But you see, the nice girl with the good grades, who do you think she's attracted to? After a while, I had a pretty serious romantic interest in her, but was fairly clear she wasn't interested when I discussed it with her. I completely respected her boundaries and remained friends until we graduated and lost contact in college. Smack! This tells me this guy waited too long to ask her out, got in the friend zone because he was too chicken to do it, and when he finally did, he said they discussed it. You don't discuss, you ask her out or not, and then remain friends afterwards. And that friendship was BS because he was obviously attracted to her all along. That's what nice guys do, and he's learning the hard way. But she's not into him. Watch who she's into. She ended up getting into, her taste in partners was always never particularly good in traditional sense. One of her boyfriends in high school had absent parents and would chronically throw parties and sell drugs there. Another guy just basically skipped classes routinely and would bully other kids. So she's attracted to D-bags, jerks, a-holes, bad boys, all that. She ended up getting into the University of Maryland and on track to attend medical school afterwards. I ended up majoring in physics and ultimately getting a master's in data science and now working as a software engineer. Good for you, brother. Good for you to stay the course. Now, how about her? I later learned that she ended up pregnant to a college athlete and dropped out of college entirely. From what I gathered, he ended up failing to make a career out of his collegiate experience and ended up as a high school coach. They got married, had another kid, and ended up divorced a couple of years later. So she, with her grades, could have had a promising career, done well in college, but instead she was with the bad boys, got pregnant, dropped out, married a guy who obviously didn't work out too well. She then had another kid after her marriage to a boyfriend and now works as a nurse's assistant. We recently reconnected at a party with mutual high school friends and decided to stay in contact as friends. Smack! Why the hell would you do that? Seriously. You know? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll give him some credit. Maybe he's doing it so that she can see that he's doing well and her life has gone to crap. And what her life could have been is she was with him. I don't know. But he should be friends with her. I thought that's all she wanted out of this, but after texting tonight, she informed me that she's always been interested in me and wants to date. Bullshit. Bullshit. Guys are saying bullshit all over the world watching this video. What's going on is that she's now in her 30s, and she has 3 children as a single MOM with a career that's not paying a whole lot, and she needs someone to take care of her. So the bad boys, it clearly doesn't work out with because they're not going to provide, or they're going to not provide a most stable life. But that nice guy from high school would, with a promising career as a software engineer. But this guy, not having it. Given how she dismissed me earlier, I found this hard to believe. It's easy to notice that she's now a single MOM of 3 with a low-paying job. She also knows I'm doing well and knows what I do for a living. She saw my house by the water with a boat. It feels like she wants me only because she has crippling responsibilities now and thinks so little of me that she doesn't think I deserve to be with someone who genuinely loves me and not for my things. Yes, and thank the Lord you realize that. That is the only reason she wants to see you. I'm sorry to say that, you know, but that's what happens to a lot of guys. Unfortunately, they start on their path to success doing well, and gals come back into their life that absolutely wouldn't give them the time of day when they're younger, but now because they realize the type of guys that they want aren't going to provide, they go for these guys. Or gals that ordinarily these guys didn't know in the past would seek them out to try establish relationships with them, but even though they wouldn't give them the time of the day back in the day, even though they didn't know them. But thank God this guy realizes, wait a second here. Single MOM, 3 kids, dead-end job. She sees my house with a boat and all these things. That this is why she's after me? No. So guys, this is why I share these stories. This is why I speak common sense. Because a lot of guys will think, because of movies, oh yes, she's finally seen the light. The movies are right. Now I finally get the girl. No, you don't. In this situation, you get the girl with a lot of baggage, with children and exes and drama. No, she doesn't deserve a guy like you. She made her bed, and now she lies it. A woman, as well as a man, is allowed to reject someone because they're not interested in them. Fair enough, okay? She's not the devil because she wasn't interested in him in high school, okay? Well, maybe she was leading him on. I don't know. It's a possibility. I'm sure she enjoyed having him fawning over her, and she knew that so maybe we can go back and forth on that one. But the point is, you're allowed to not be interested in someone. But to then deliberately go after someone later in life claiming how much you've always been into them and have that be a lie, that's wrong. And that's what's going on here. She is only after him for his resources she can provide. If she won the lottery the next night, I guarantee you she wouldn't be interested in this guy at all. Or for one of her deadbeat bad boy types won the lottery or somehow got a lot of money, again, she wouldn't be interested in this guy. So use this as a story, guys, to learn. Don't take those exes back that wouldn't give you the time of day. Now they're in bad situation. Or the gals that wouldn't give you the time of day in the past. If all you have is resources, nothing's changed about you in terms of your personality or your looks, you're still the same old guy back in the day they would always reject, but you got some money now, I'm telling you right now, they're after you for that. If, on the other hand, if you did work on yourself, personality, got yourself in good shape, then maybe they like you also for you, but also be aware the resources are a big shiny beacon, like a tractor beam drawing them in, So be aware of that. So good for this guy having the knowledge and common sense saying, well, wait a second here. So for you guys, again, that have been rejected in the past, no, eventually they're going to be seeing you in a whole new light, and you can reject them and walk away with a big smile on your face.